We just witnessed round 2, game 1 of the Calder Cup playoffs. The San Jose Barracuda lose by a 6-3 final score. It's Brodie with Remenda. Before anything else, this was the first playoff game in San Jose since 2019 of the Sharks Western Conference Final. So on that note, it was just good to witness a playoff hockey game here in person.
Yeah, hockey in May is always a good thing if you are involved in it. I thought that the atmosphere was great. The San Jose Sharks and San Jose Cuda fans bring it all the time. They got a ton of energy. The atmosphere was fun.
The one thing about tonight's game, it's kind of an indicator of what may happen the rest of this series. I think you might have said this on the broadcast, the Barracuda don't look overmatched. On the scoreboard tonight, if you just look at the box score, it seems slanted. But if you watch tonight's game, maybe undersized, but not overmatched.
2 empty netters, without a doubt.
Right.
When you look at the Colorado Eagles, they had 94 points. They were a terrific first place in the division. And so the one thing that you're looking at with the Barracuda is, can you play with them? Can you hang with them? Now, the Colorado Eagles are a team that really skates. They're undersized forwards, but they can really move. And when you look at the way that they played today, there were, my favorite thing, critical moments. Yeah, critical moments where the Cuda were not able to succeed, and the Colorado Eagles did. Overall, though, if you're coaching in the playoffs, you take as many lessons as you can, but you don't dwell on a lot. Mm-hmm. The one message I would have if I'm John McCarthy and that coaching staff is, hey, if anything, we proved we can play with this team. Right. We can skate with this team. We can hang with this team.
Was there a total of 9 goals tonight and only 1 at even strength?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, special teams played a huge part in tonight's game. A shorty by San Jose to get them on the board. You mentioned the 2 empty netters there at the end, but I would say penalties called, penalties not called, and obviously special teams that resulted from the penalties called.
Yeah.
Careful.
Far be it from me to criticize referees. But I understand. It is a loser's lament when you complain about the referees. Yeah. Jack Farrar, the very first general manager of the San Jose Sharks, when I was assistant coach, when I was video coach, he used to say, Drew, they all even out in the end. Well, sometimes they don't. But when you look at the game, even when those calls go your way or don't go your way, that's part of playoff hockey.
Right.
You have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to park that. But in those situations, in those critical moments, power plays went the Eagles' way. And the one power play you and I talked about before we started this was that 3-1 score. The Cuda get a power play opportunity, and they don't get a puck to the net. They're giving the puck away. They are slow with the puck movement, and that changed the game.
Yaroslav Askarov in round 1 played both games, only allowed 1 goal. Tonight, obviously, a different result. I don't know if you even point the finger. I thought he played well. That was my point. Despite what the score said, obviously he wasn't in there for all 6, only in there for 4 against. But he also, I thought, played a much different ASCII style than I watched him all season with the Sharks. He wasn't out there playing the puck. He was very much a stay-at-home goalie in tonight's game.
They've tried to get him to continue to be aggressive playing the puck, but make sure you weigh your risks. Risk versus reward. And you think about the very first game he played for the San Jose Sharks. 15 seconds?
Yeah, in St. Louis.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought Yarrow was okay tonight. I thought that the traffic in front of him was bothersome to him, even on the 1 goal. I know he tried to sell the 1 goal as far as that he got knocked down, but he didn't. Well, when you look at that, the way he played, he was pushed back in his net a lot, so he wasn't able to be as aggressive as he wants to be. So that's going to be an interesting adjustment to see if the Cuda make in this game 2, was can they do a better job of boxing out and letting Yarrow be as aggressive as he wants to be.
I thought Scott Sabrin played a good game. Big guy, gritty. He really, the Cuda really needed him to match up with Eagles' size. But I also thought, and it's obvious, Colin Graff. I think we're practicing over here.
We're working!
We're going to leave this in, by the way.
Good. Come on!
I thought Colin Graff played an excellent game, as you would expect, and Luca Cagnoni was all over the ice. Puck moving every single time he got the puck.
Isn't he great?
Yeah.
He has tremendous poise with the puck. I love Scott Sabourin. You know what? I thought Patrick Giles had a heck of a game.
That's another great call.
I thought Zach Ostapchuk, who wants to make an impact and talked about it before going into this series, that he's got to be able to use his size and his strength and his face-off ability. I thought overall that there's a lot of the big guys played big games, but you need more against the Colorado Eagles. They proved you need all 20 guys going. You can't have a night off. You can't have a shift off. You've got to be able to play that hustle level. I think the CUDA can expect more from Daniil Gushchin. This is his first game. We missed the first two. I thought Ethan Carwell had a push here and there. Colin Graff is a player. We
knew that.
Yeah, but what a great signing that was by Mike Greer.
Yeah.
So there's some positive, without a doubt, but you need more positives.
Last thing for you, and it got a little chippy at moments tonight. You'd expect that, trying to set a tone in the series, but then it kind of faded away as the game got a little bit closer, 4-2 at the end. How do you see the rest of this series going? Obviously, we're back here again on Sunday, but what do the next couple games look like?
For me, I think if the CUDA want to be successful, they've got to go back to how they played in Los Angeles. And for the first period, they pretty much did. The first period, they were moving the puck effectively, they were getting the puck in, they were out shooting the Eagles by quite a bit. They had that forecheck game going. This game will continue to get physical because there are agitators on both sides. The agitators, though, for the CUDA, got to get right up to that line and then stay there. Keep your toes on it. A couple of times today, they went over the line. Now, in those situations, you're going to have that because, as you said, it's a playoff game. But overall, for the CUDA, they've got to play heavy. They've got to play physical. They've got to be annoyingly physical, annoyingly in your face, like I am often in the office with you.
Congratulations, by the way, on not saying Sharks and Avalanche as we talked about San Jose and Colorado this entire time.
I know, but I said it like
you dropped a Sharks in there.
Sharks. I dropped Sharks like 4 times in almost one sentence, one little stretch of the play I'd done. And finally, Nick just slapped me, and that's how you have to make sure you get me back.
It's muscle memory. The great Drew Remenda. Thanks, buddy.
You bet, Phil.